Good morning, happy Monday everyone. So today we are talking about new beginnings. So if anyone hasn't watched us before, this is a sister session. So it's me and my sis. Wow, she's here already. Look at that. Let's get her in. Hi everyone! Oh, it's so nice to see you all on here. So yes, we're talking about new beginnings, and here is sis.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm very well, thank you. Look at your little Christmas tree in the background.
I love
Oh,
it. We
that's
got
nice.
busy last night.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah, I was a dead for walking.
Yeah.
I've got some new angel wings.
Oh, they're lovely.
Really moved me. We went to this Christmas shop where they have Christmas World. It's amazing.
Oh,
And they just they set me off actually. I had a bit of a cry. I was like,
oh, bless you.
oh,
Hi,
Paul has
Paul.
joined us. Good
Good
morning.
morning. What are you up to, Paul? What's your Monday morning activity that you're doing at the moment? I bet you're already at work.
And Anne's with us, and some lovely new
Hey.
people that I'm not recognising. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm so excited about this topic. Your hair looks lush, by the way, sis.
Oh, thank you. I had my friend Danielle Ballard did balayage for me.
Oh, well, the balayage is lovely, but I'm appreciating the curls.
Oh, thank
They
you.
look
Yeah,
magnificent.
it's my new Hair Story shampoo, which means you don't need to use conditioner, you just use the shampoo. And then I use Twisted Sister spray to boost the curls and Curl Smith gel to defrizz.
It
And
looks
it's just sorted me out.
amazing. But to be fair, also, I do find that balayage helps curls to define, they come out more, they're more
Yes, they come
defined.
out more because it's not like one black.
One colour. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It adds definition to the curls.
yeah.
Oh, this is so lovely. Oh, been at work since 6:30, says Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Well, Paul, we are here to cheer you up. Or just make you laugh at us. But
Not with us, at us.
that is what I kind of meant, yes.
We did our tree last night as well.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's the first time in ages that we've been able to decorate a tree because
Because the cat.
David, my last Bengal, he would tear any tree down. And so the Bengal boys, Alfie and Frankie, they're 15 months old, so it's the first time they'd seen a Christmas tree.
Oh, dear.
And we were like, right, boys, just calm down, just don't touch the tree. And Alfie, I put it in my story, Alfie sat on the windowsill and just went ding, ding, ding with a bauble. I was like, stop that.
I love it. I wish we could see it. Next time. Oh, she goes.
Took my chewing gum out. Last time I got told off for taking it out on the screen.
Yeah.
Hang on, it's a bit dark. Hang on, we're gonna go through the keyhole.
That's it.
Do 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 do. It's a bit dark in here.
Jen, how about you just take the gum out before the chat? Oh, it's lovely.
A little tree.
It's beautiful. Oh, jazzy light.
Oh dear.
I'm excited about today's chat because we're talking about renewal, aren't we?
Yes.
And having a new you and doing it before New Year, not even waiting
Yes.
for New Year, like doing it now.
Yes.
Yes.
I quite liked my I was giggling to myself. Oh my God, I was looking at memes all last night at like midnight and I was just giggling away. And my husband was like, what are you laughing at? I was like, these memes. And he's like, they're not funny. Not funny. So I quite like my Morpheus story that I did about new beginnings. You don't need to wait until New Year to have a new you. Anyway.
It was a bit sinister for me, so I didn't share it.
Oh,
scary. Surrounded with these dark glasses.
Yeah. Has everyone else decorated for Christmas? Anyone who's watching? What date are you decorating? It's quite nice. We had a bottle of Prosecco and put Christmas music on and just did it. It was really nice.
That's nice.
Anyway, go back to your point, Lisa. Sorry.
No. I was just really excited because I saw one of your posts last week about how you're going to have a new business plan.
Yes.
And that you're working on it, and that, you know, that you're the critic, you know, you were talking about your inner critic, and
yes.
you're talking about how you like work yourself really hard. You've got a boss biatch, like
I do. She's a cow. I argue with her all the time.
And that you've been like, you took a day off, but then actually you ended up working like longer hours on the days that you were.
Yeah, I was talking to you, wasn't I? And it was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I'm just driving back from work. You were like, no, this is not allowed. You've gone down to 4 days a week, but now you're working 8 till 10 p.m. That's not what it's meant to do. It's like, okay.
I was like, put the boss on, I want to speak to her.
It's like, yes, hello. No, she's working all the hours God sends.
Look, Paul Gooders says his tree goes up 12 days before and it comes down 12 days after.
Regimented Paul.
So strict. I could not live with Paul and
well, it's all right, because he's at work at 6:30 in the morning, so you could get up and do the tree, and he comes home and it just arrived.
It appeared that naughty elves did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm super excited about this whole new self thing, because I saw a post as well about from one of the ladies that I follow, and she was saying that now is the time, kind of energetically, to really up your ante with the change, in terms of you can heal and cleanse anything that's been holding you back in the past, any old thought patterns, any old beliefs, any old trauma that needs to come up for cleansing. Now is the time to just purge it all out, so that you are ready for renewal and ready for your new self coming in. And it was also the new moon on the weekend, which is the perfect manifestation time. So I thought it'd be a great time to talk about this whole new you before Christmas. Like, because by the time New Year comes around, it's nice to have it all already decided, isn't it? And you just like, you're already living your best life, kind of thing.
Yeah. I like to know like a month in advance, so that I can plan for things, not just with what we're talking about, but I'm an ambassador for Lime Life, and my upline manager, who I deal with, she did a really good video about all of the new things that are going to be happening with Lime Life in January. And normally we get told sort of last minute, and I just messaged her saying, that's really great, because I can now process over the month, get my head around it, and start getting excited about what changes I can make for the month ahead. And that works for anything.
Yes. So tell me, I want to know what you were feeling about you're like, oh God, I wasn't expecting this.
Oh God. No. So can I just say very quickly before we go into it, you've inspired me to have lip colour.
Oh, and it suits you.
Thank you. Got a bit close to the camera there. Mistletoe, anyone? I never ever wear lip colour, because I always feel like I look like a stranger. So I'm always like in nude. Do a double take in the mirror. Who's that?
Who, me or you?
So yeah, I've got peanut buttercup, a mini lip and drips, and it lasts forever. Love it.
Oh, you look gorgeous. Sorry.
Sucker and suck that.
It's just too funny. I look like a stranger. But you.
Who's this girl? Is she coming too? Because I don't want her to. It's from Over the Hedge, guys. Hammy from Over the Hedge. Anyone seen it? No? Okay.
Really.
Oh dear. Yeah, he has too much Red Bull and forgets what he looks like, and looks in the mirror and goes, is he coming too? Because I don't want him to. Anyway, yes. So I can't remember where I read it, but I read a really good post, or just a quote saying, we're always changing all the time, like our personalities, what we do. So if you're a business owner, and you are your brand,
yeah,
it makes sense that your business plan should be looked at every year as well. Because if you are your brand and you're changing, if you don't look at your business plan for a few years, you might not actually personally align with your original business plan. Therefore, there's a disconnect with your brand and you.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a very good point. And there are things that we've talked about as well before, Lisa, that I'm planning on doing. And, you know, when lockdown happened, my business was not online at all. You know, my main business with treatments, reflexology and all of that. So it made me think, you know, how can I get online? Because it's all great for my clients who can come and see me.
Yeah.
But what about all of the clients or all of the followers?
I have so much to say. There's so much to enjoy here.
So I was thinking, how can I reach out to people who can't come and see me? You know, some of my friends or colleagues in other fields have said, I wish I lived close to you because I could have a treatment. So I thought, well, I need to bring this sort of stuff online and also get out of my head. A lot of the problems in my head are that I feel that the information that I have, everyone already knows. And so often people are like, oh my God, that's like a light bulb moment. And I'm like, really? So part of my business plan is that I'm going to start doing courses. And so I'm going to start on stress and anxiety because it's out there. It's something that everyone is dealing with at the moment.
Yes.
And so there will be 2 different courses, one that is large and in depth and one that is bite-sized. And you will learn a little bit about stress, about the impacts of stress on the body, the different types of stress, because there are different types. There's 4 different types of stress. The hormones and endorphins and what they do to the body, and the science behind it as to what those neurotransmitters do to your brain, and then what it does to affect the body. And then I'll be doing some videos of some guided hand reflexology to eliminate stress, and also some face reflexology and some diet and essential oil tips as well. So yes,
that's awesome. That is awesome. I want to do this course.
Yay!
I love it, and I love that also is tying in with the whole new you as well, because once you've done the course, you will have a completely new you, won't you?
Yes.
Because you're completely embracing all that self-care stuff that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, I think it's really important though about feeling your way forwards and not thinking your way forwards. It's like when you're thinking about that new you, think about how you want to feel. How do you want to feel in when you visualize yourself in this great place? How do you want to feel? Not you know, oh, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, I'm going to have this, I'm going to have that. But like, what do those things give you as a feeling inside? And focus on feeling.
Yes. And not focusing on how you don't want to feel, because that's focusing on the negative.
100.
So important to be focusing on the positive.
Yeah. And then sometimes as well, I like to then not try to solve that problem, like not try to work out how I'm going to get that. Although, you know, my mind does work on overtime, so it will be doing that in the background. But sometimes these things do just come to you once you have set your intention of like, okay, I'd like to feel this. Something will just materialize, or you could just, something will pop into your head and you put out the feeler and something comes back.
Yes. And it can even be as simple as when you've got your head in that mindset, it might be a conversation that you have with a neighbor or a friend or a colleague or a potential customer or client, that because you're in that mindset, you're coming to the conversation in a completely different way that then opens doors to something else.
Exactly. Yeah, 100. Yeah. I really like that idea. And the because the new moon, I mean, I've been feeling it at the moment, like kind of apparently energetically, like the collective is all meant to be feeling this like transmutation of negative energy, trauma, locked away kind of bad feels are coming up to be healed. So it's so like, you know, and everyone's getting sick. I know it's Christmas and that's when everyone does come down with something, but it does feel like we're having a massive purge.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to get kind of downtrodden with it and feeling sorry for yourself, and that's like the worst thing we can do. I think it's more the best thing we can do is surrender to it, accept it, and give our bodies as much love and healing as possible, and allow it to just pass. And then when it's gone, be mega grateful and stay on your path of doing happy things and feeling happy, and don't get sucked into that negative state that you can get into when you're sick. You know. I don't know, and I'm feeling like this new you thing as well, it's really important to let go of any preconceived ideas that you've got about who you are and what you are. Because life has this amazing way of throwing things at you that you just didn't expect, or you would go immediately no in your head, but actually it's the best thing that could happen to you. And sometimes did I say this before? I can't remember if I said, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but like when something was going really wrong with my business and I wasn't able to like do my dance classes in the venue that week, and no one else would have me, and it was a real problem. And then I said to one of my dance classes, like, oh, well, next week we're not here and I don't know where we're going to be. And they went, oh, well, have you tried so-and-so? Well, I tried so-and-so. And now we've moved there because it's better. And actually that was the best thing that could happen. But I was really stressed over it, like causing a lot of drama. And they, you know, it didn't feel very nice. It felt like, you know, it felt like the universe was saying to me, like, you know, you are not destined to do classes, like, you know, whatever. And so I think your mindset and staying on your path, like staying on your path of being happy, being grateful, and always expecting good things to come, it really pays off.
It does. And I read a really good quote the other day that said, quite often we're so focused on the door that's closed that we haven't yet realised that another door has already opened. I thought that was really good saying.
I like that. Sorry, my mind went to really naughty places then.
I don't know where it could have gone. Anyone? Anyone who's got any ideas?
No, I got such... Anywho. Can always rely on me. Paul Gooder says he likes that. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad that this is resonating.
Yay.
And then what else have we got about the new you? I've done a crystal grid, a new crystal grid for
What's the crystal grid?
It's when you get all your crystals and you form a little grid, like a little pattern. And then I've got this little glass pyramid thing that's probably meant for succulent plants, but I put my crystals in it. And it just amplifies because it's a little pyramid, amplifies the energy. And so I did one last night for the new moon cycle, and it's mega like protective, really healing, and all about transmutation. So it's perfect for the new you thing. So when I've got a minute, I'll post it in the
do.
Yeah, I'll share it. Yeah,
lovely. And I did a post this morning about how to try to relieve stress, but some of the points are also really valid in that, you know, things like hugging, having contact, physical contact with another person actually raises your oxytocin levels, and oxytocin is great for blood, but that reduces your blood pressure, it calms you, it reduces the heart rate, it boosts your serotonin and helps get rid of cortisol, which is your stress hormone. So that's a really good thing to do. Also can
I just say as well that it's such a shame though with the virus that people have stopped hugging.
Well, you can hug in your family unit, I suppose.
I just hug people, it's fine.
And we're not condoning close contact, are we? Naughty. And what was the other thing I was going to say? Remembering your achievements. I'm going to put you on taking your video off.
Put me on the naughty step.
Yeah, exactly. Remembering our achievements, because again, the inner critic, I always go on about our inner critic being so mean.
Yeah.
Mine's horrid. And quite often we'll be like, oh, you know, looking back on the year, especially at this time of year, oh, I haven't achieved much, or oh, there's so many things that I was meant to do or wanted to do that I haven't done. But think about all of the things that you have done and write those down. And then
diary.
No.
You really have.
Oh, baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. Elf Lisa says Anne. I am a total naughty elf. Well, that's another thing then that you can. How do you pronounce it? Flagellate yourself. Flagellate yourself.
Now I've got rude thoughts.
If you've got this awful inner critic, then not doing a gratitude diary just becomes another thing that you tell yourself off about.
I know, right? But one thing that I've done before January is I have, because I love going to the gym, love working out, so it's not like a chore for me. And I stopped because I was just booking in so many appointments. Yeah. So I've gone, no. And for January, I've blocked out for the whole year, 1 day during the week, so that I have 4 days that I'm working and then 3 days that I'm doing the things that I want to be doing. And I've booked in a PT session every single week.
Personal trainer.
Yes, personal trainer. And I am rewriting my diet as well. I'm analysing that because I've turned veggie in the last 4 months. I was veggie for 24 years. But the difficult thing with being a vegetarian is when you're on the bounce and don't have time to prepare, the quickest and easiest thing to do is to go to carbs, right?
Yeah.
Pasta, bread, and all of that. So I've got into a really bad diet last month. So I was like, right, I'm going to rewrite my diet, come up with easy recipes and prep on a Sunday and pre-cook my meals so that I'm getting the nutrition that I need. So it's always things like that.
Sounds very like yeah.
Gold star for me.
Oh, you're so cute.
Thanks.
Oh no, that's awesome. That's really good, Jen. Well done.
Thanks. We'll see if it lasts.
I was just gonna say though, don't be too regimented though, right? About these things, because you don't want it to be hard work, and you don't want to be proving to yourself that you're good, and like, do you know what I mean? And trying, like it's got to be as well done with this kind of like ease and flow. Otherwise, you're still just keeping up with your. Do you know what I mean?
It's my taskmaster going, okay, so you're not going to do what, instead you're going to do this.
That's what I can see with you going like this. I'm like, oh God, she's doing it again, just in a different way.
It's always been my problem, hasn't it? Always.
We've got to find a way of like.
You're like, very good. Not really.
Oh my God.
Dear.
I think we're out of time now. What's this? Paul saying, agree with that. Don't drive yourself mad with it. Oh, thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, it's all a work in progress, isn't it? And I love that we're like sharing our journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's lush.
Okay.
I have to
We're
go.
out of
I've got a
time.
dance class to teach.
Oh, look at you. She's a burlesque dance teacher.
Yeah.
I think we should have an online live burlesque lesson at one point.
That is a brilliant idea. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a great idea. Let's do
I'll
it.
fall off a chair or two.
You remember we did one on Christmas Eve or something? We did a live on Christmas Eve just for fun, didn't we? A sister session.
We did. Yeah, we got all dressed up.
Yeah, shall we do like maybe Christmas Eve or some other time in the Christmas holiday? Shall we do a live burlesque chair dance lesson?
We can do. I'm going to fall off a chair.
What? I'll choose well, I won't choose an easy bit because it's more fun when it's not easy.
Thanks,
Let's do that. Who's up there? Guys, can you let us know? Like, comment on our thing, or comment now, or comment on the IGTV if you're watching on IGTV, and let us know if you want me to do a lesson.
Yeah, thumbs up if you want it, thumbs down if you don't.
And the boys can join in too.
Yeah,
it's really good fun.
Amazing.
Okay, awesome.
Lisa tried to teach me a burlesque dance in the summer, and I then performed it to my husband in the garden when I'd learnt it, and he went, "Oh, that's cute." I was like, "I wasn't going for shouting."
That was so funny. I felt so bad. Oh, all right, guys, we've got to go. Sending so much love.
We finished now, lovely. I'm sorry you've missed us.
You're gonna catch us though on IGTV, right?
Yes, yeah, gonna repost it as long as Instagram behaves. We shall repost.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us.
Lots of love.
Lovely to see you, sis.
And you.
Yay.
Enjoy your burlesque dancing class.
I will do. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.